are going to learn a new chapter, new lesson, lesson 6. Every drop counts. Every drop counts. Okay. Here in your textbook, page number 51, a story is given. All of you listen here. Long, long ago. Long, long ago. This is a picture of God's Caesar. Sir means a lake. This is a picture of God's Caesar. This is a picture of God's Caesar. Caesar means, sir means a lake. Sir means a lake. Sir means a lake. Okay. King Ghazi of Jaisalmer. King Ghazi of Jaisalmer. Ghazi means a king of Jaisalmer. Jaisalmer means a place in Rajasthan. A place in Rajasthan. Jaisalmer means a place in Rajasthan. A place in Rajasthan. Okay. Then, sir means a lake. King Ghazi of Jaisalmer got it made 650 years ago with the help of the people. God's Caesar is a lake made by King Ghazi of Jaisalmer. Jaisalmer means a place in Rajasthan. It was made up of 605 years ago. It was made 650 years ago with the help of so many peoples. Okay. All around the lake there are guards. All around the lake there are guards with the steps leading to the water. For entering into the water, there are lots of steps are there for entering the water. Then decorated verandas, large halls, rooms and much more are present in God's Caesar. People came here to celebrate festivals and for programs of music and dance. Peoples came here. Peoples came in God's Caesar for celebrating so many festivals and programs of music and dance. Children came to study in God's Caesar. Children came to study in the school on the God. The talab belonged to everyone and everyone took care to keep it clean. The people came here, keep the place neat and clean. Here some people came for celebrate so many festivals and programs of music and dance. Okay, next in here rainwater collected. Rainwater collected in this lake spread over many miles. Here in God's Caesar, the rainwater is collected. Then that collected rainwater is spread over many miles. It was made in such a way that when the lake was full, the God's Caesar lake was made by 650 years ago. So it was made by a king Ghazi. He lived in the Jaisalmer. Jaisalmer is a place in where? Rajasthan. Jaisalmer is a place in Rajasthan. Okay. Next. Here in God's Caesar, some people came here for celebrating festivals and programs of music and dance. Then here rainwater is collected and this collected rainwater is spread over so many miles. Then it was made in such a way that when the lake was full, through collecting rainwater, the lake was full. The extra water flowed into another lake. If the lake was full by collected rainwater, then the extra water, the overflowing water is flowed into another lake at a lower level. When that too filled up, if the overflowing water is going to another lake, and if that lake is too filled up, the extra water flowed into the next lake. The extra water flowed where? Into the next lake. This way all 9 lakes filled up. All the 9 lakes present in the Jaisalmer filled up. Next, this rainwater could be used throughout the year. The collected rainwater is used throughout the year. The people who lived in Jaisalmer used the collected rainwater throughout the year. Today, God Caesar is no more in use. Many new buildings and colonies have come up in between those 9 lakes. Many new buildings and colonies have come up in between those 9 lakes. Now the water does not get collected in these lakes. The rainwater does not collected in these lakes. Nowadays, the rainwater is not collected in these lakes. The rainwater just flows away and is wasted. In the long years ago, the rainwater is most important factor for the survival of the people who lived there. So nowadays, the God Caesar is no more in use. The rainwater is not collected. Many buildings, colonies, and etc. are came in this place. Now the rainwater is just flow away and it is wasted. So water is very precious. So it does not waste. Next we move on to a famous writer. Moves to learn about a famous writer, Al-Biruni. Al-Biruni means Abu Rayhan Biruni. Abu Rayhan Biruni. He was an Iranian. He lived in Iran. Through the eyes of Al-Biruni. Okay, all of you listen. We learn about God Caesar. Sun means a lake. Jaisalmer means a place in Rajasthan. Okay. Then next we learn about through the eyes of Al-Biruni. Al-Biruni means Abu Rayhan Biruni. He is an Iranian. Okay. More than 1,000 years ago, a traveler came to India. He is a traveler. Al-Biruni is a traveler. Came to India. His name was Al-Biruni. The place that he came from is now called Uzbekistan. Now this place is called Uzbekistan. Uzbekistan means it is Central Asia. Uzbekistan means Central Asia. Al-Biruni carefully observed and noted down the details of all that he saw in India. He wrote especially about those things that he found in very different from his own country. Here is a part of what he wrote about the ponds of that time. He noticed about the ponds in our country. It is very different from his own country. So he write his writings about our country. The people here are very skilled at making ponds. The people who lived in India are very skilled at making ponds. My countrymen would be surprised to see them. The people from the Uzbekistan is very surprised to see the ponds. They pile up huge ropes and join them with the iron rods to build raised platforms. How they build the raised platforms? They pile up huge ropes and join them with the iron rods to build all around the lake. Between these, there are rows of long staircases. Inside the ponds, we can see that there is a long staircases are present. Going up and down. It is used for going up and down. The staircases are used in ponds for going up and down. Okay. The steps for going up and coming down are separate. In ponds, for going up and down, the steps are different. The steps for going down, there is only a separate steps for going down, and for going up, there is separate steps for going up in the inside the pond. So there is less crowding. So due to this, for entering the ponds, the crowded people is very less. So there is less crowding. Okay, all of you understood about the Ides of Al-Biruni, about our country. Okay, then today when we study history, we can learn a lot about those days from the writings of Al-Biruni. Next, observe and find out. Some questions are given in your textbook based on the story of Al-Biruni and God Caesar. So all of you understood about the importance of water. Okay, water is an important factor for the survival of all living beings or all human beings. Okay, we cannot think without water. Without water, we cannot think about a life. Okay, we all know that there are three important factors needed for a human being's survival. First one, air, water and food. Air, water and food. Okay, so water is an important factor for the survival of all living beings, all living things. So, we always think about the importance of water, so we cannot destroy or waste the water. Each drop of water is precious. Each drop of water is precious. So here the God Caesar and the Ides of Al-Biruni, the writings of Al-Biruni says about the importance of water. In India, the peoples lived in India are very skilled for making ponds for the saving of water. If we make ponds, through this we save the water. We save the water for our life throughout a year. So here a question is given. Observe and find out. Look at the area around your school. Are there any fields, farms, puka roads, drains, etc.? Is the area sloping, rocky or flat? We know that if we look around our school, we know that the area is flat around our school or slopy around our school. Think what will happen here when it rains. What will happen if the school, the area around our school is flat, the water, the rainwater goes down in the earth. If the area around our school is slopy, the water goes to somewhere. Then where will the rainwater go? Into the drains, pipes or pits? Yes, the rainwater go into the drains. Is some water also getting soaked into the soil? Yes, some water gets absorbed by the soil. It soaks the soil. Okay, next. So from this we can understand the importance of water. Water is very precious. Okay. Next, drop by drop. Next, drop by drop. Besides Jaisalmer, many places in Rajasthan get very little rainfall. We know that Rajasthan, if a desert is present in Rajasthan, that is Thar desert, because we can find a desert in Rajasthan because there is very little rainfall is getting. So Jaisalmer, many places in Rajasthan Jaisalmer also gets very little rainfall, and also like that many places in Rajasthan get very little rainfall. Here it rains for only a few days in a year, in the entire year. In Rajasthan get rains for only a few days in the entire year. Sometimes not even that much. Sometimes some years the rains for so much of rain is not get some years. The rivers here do not have water all around the year. The rivers here do not have water all around the year because in Rajasthan very little rainfall is getted. And yet most of the villages in the areas did not have a shortage of water. But the most of the villages in these areas did not have a shortage of water because people know that every drop of water is precious. Every drop of water is precious and every drop of water is countable. So we do not waste water. Lakes and johars were made to collect water. Lakes, ponds, etc., step wells, etc. are made to collect water. Water was everyone's need. We know that water was everyone's need for drinking, for bathing, for washing, etc. like that. Water was everyone's need. One and all came together in this work for making ponds, lakes, step wells, etc. Be it a business or a laborer. So in these places, if the places were getting low rainfall, for making ponds, lakes, step wells, etc. is considered as a business or a laborer. Some water from the lakes soaked into the ground and reached the wells and step well. The soil of the area also became wet and fertile. If we, in the places where less rainfall, if we make step wells, ponds, lakes, etc., through this the water gets soaked into the soil and the soil of that area became wet and fertile. So the people lived in that places can make agriculture, cultivate crops. So next, every house had a system to collect the rainwater. In the places where getting low rainfall, every house had a system to collect the rainwater. Look at the picture on your right. How do you think the rainwater that falls on the roof will reach the underground tank? Draw the path. Here in your textbook, a picture is given. A picture is given. Picture about rainwater that falls on the roof will reach the underground tank. Draw the path. Reach the underground tank. Draw the path. How do you think that the water connected on the roof comes down in the pipes and gets stored in the tank below? Through this, they can overcome the shortage of water throughout a year if they does not get a rainfall. Does not get a rainfall. Next, have you ever seen a step well? Have you ever seen a step well? Yes, in your textbook, page number 53, a picture of a step well is given. Then look at the picture. Can you imagine by looking at the picture that the steps go down several stories deep? Instead of drawing the water up from the well, the people could go down the steps and reach the water. That is why they are called step wells. We know that the step wells, lakes, ponds, etc. are made for storing rainwater or for overcoming the shortage of water So, for making ponds, lakes, then step wells are considered as a business or considered as a laborer for their survival. So, why a well is called a step well? Because we can, if the step well is made up of in the center portion, we can see there is a huge water is present. Then on the four sides, we can see so many steps. Some steps goes down. Some steps are used for go down, and some steps are used for go up. So the peoples come to the step wells and take water through the steps. So that is why the well is called a step well. So many steps are present inside the step well. So it is called a step well. Okay, all of you understood about step wells? Okay. Okay, what all we learned in this? What all we learned today? Okay, we learn about every drop counts. Every drop counts. What is every drop? What is the drop? Yes, water drops. Every drop counts because some places there is not loads of water, loads of rainfall. So in that places they make so many ways for getting or for overcoming the shortage of water. So they consider as every drop of water is precious. They do not waste water. For example, in this chapter, for saving water, about a place, they give a history of a place is given. That is Jaisalmer in Rajasthan. Guard season. In your textbook, we can see that a guard season is an example for the wastage of water. Is an example for the wastage of water. In guard season, Sar means a lake. Guard season, Sar means a lake. The Gardsi is a king. Gardsi is a king of Jaisalmer. He made so many years ago. So he make a guard season. For in these places is used by the people for celebrating festivals, programs of dance and music. Here also some schools are also present. Nowadays the guard season is not protected. The rainwater in guard season rainwater is collected for overcoming the shortage of water. So from guard season 9 lakes the near nine lakes are filled with the rainwater coming from the God Caesar. So the nowadays God Caesar is no more in use. Many buildings, colonies have come up in between those nine lakes. Now the water does not get collected in these lakes. Water is flowed. Water is just flows away and do not keep it clean. So from this also we can say that water is precious, and also we save the water. Next we learn about Al-Biruni. Al-Biruni is Abu Rayhan Biruni. He is an Iranian. He is a traveler. He came to India from Central Asia, Uzbekistan. So he found out that it was a beautiful place, because in our country he can see so many ponds. So he says that the people in India are very skilled in making ponds. Then so we use many ponds, lakes and step wells for saving water. And also we use rainwater. For overcoming the shortage of water. Next, what are step wells? Step wells means we use step wells for collecting rainwater. Inside the step well, we can see so many steps. Some steps are used for go downward, and some steps are used for go upward. So it reduces the crowding of people. Then next we learn about. Next we are going to learn long ago people used to make long journeys with their caravans of animals and goods. Long ago, now not today, nowadays, long ago people used to make long journeys with their caravans of animals and goods. People felt it was a good thing to give water to thirsty travelers. People felt it was a good thing to give water to a thirsty travelers. Thus they built many beautiful step wells. So, for giving water to a thirsty travelers is a good thing, because water is needed for a living thing, for their survival. So for giving water to thirsty travelers, the people in our country built many beautiful step wells. Have you ever faced, some questions are given, have you ever faced a shortage of water in your area? Yes, we face a shortage of water in our area during summer. There is water shortage since it is too hot. During summer all days are sunny. It is very hot, too hot. So we face shortage of water during summer. Then talk to a grandmother or any elderly person. Find out when they were of your age. Okay. Next question. From where did they get water for the house? Has there been a change now? From where did they get water for the house? They get water from rivers, ponds, lakes, wells, hand pumps, etc. From where they get water? From where we get water? We get water from river, ponds, river, ponds, lakes, river, ponds, lakes, wells, hand pumps, etc. Hand pumps, etc. Okay. Next, what has there been a change now? Yes. Now it has changed. They get water from nowadays the getting of water, the way of getting of water is changed. Nowadays we get water from water suppliers. We get water from public water authorities, and we get water from our house through water tanks, etc. What kind of water arrangements were made for travelers, for example, or any other? Now what do people do about water where they travel? Nowadays we use water bottles for we carry water bottles. We carry our own water bottles for our needs. If we use water bottles for traveling, for long traveling, if we need water, we use the water from water bottles. All of you understood? Yes. Customs related to water. Customs. We know that our country is a country contains lots of peoples. They believe different customs, religions, and they are in different classes, etc. Okay. So customs related to water. Customs related to water. Even today, people get water from very old lakes, dharas, stepwells, and naulas. We get nowadays also not in our Kerala, from others. If we consider other states, we can see that people get water from very old lakes like dharas, stepwells, and naulas. Many customs and festivals are related to water. Many customs and festivals are related to water. Many customs and festivals are related to water. At some places, whenever lakes get filled up with the rainwater, the people gather around the lake to celebrate. If it is a custom of some places, at some places, whenever the lakes get filled with rainwater, they celebrate. The people celebrate it, because if the lake is fully filled with rainwater, the people around them are celebrated this occasion. It is a custom related to water. See the bride of Uttarakhand in this picture. In your textbook, page number 54, we can see a bride. That bride is bride of Uttarakhand. Then after getting married, she has come to the new village. She bows to the spring or the pond. It is a custom related to water. In your textbook, page number 54, we can see a picture of a lady, picture of a bride of Uttarakhand. After getting married, she has come to the new village. She has come to the new village. Then she bows to the spring. She bows to the pond. It is a custom related to water. In cities, one can see an interesting form of this custom. If a person coming from cities, it is an interesting form of custom. The new bride worships the tap in her home. Can we even imagine life without water? No, there is no life without water. So these are the customs related to water. In some places, if the lake is filled with rainwater, they celebrate it. In Uttarakhand, a bride of Uttarakhand, after getting married, she has come to the new village and she goes to the pond. It is a customs related to water. Next step. Do you have some special pots for water at your place? Look, water is being filled in this beautiful copper pot. The shining yellow pot of brass is seen in the other picture. Many stone carvings are also made near the place of drinking water. Here we can see in your page number 55, we can see two pots. One is copper pot and other is brass pot. These two pots are used for collecting water. Then next page number 56. Think over it. In 1986, there was no rain in Jodhpur and the surrounding areas. People remembered the old and forgotten step well. We know that step well is used for saving water, and it is used for overcoming the shortage of water throughout a year. They cleaned the step well and more than 200 trucks of garbage was taken out of it. Here in 1986 there was no rain in Jodhpur and the surrounding areas Jodhpur and the surrounding areas. People remembered the old and forgotten step wells. They decided to clean the step well and more than 200 trucks of garbage was taken out of it. People of the area collected money. Then the thirsty town got water from the step well. After a few years, it rained well and again the step well was forgotten. So, children, we always think about the saving of water. So water is very precious, so we do not waste it. So here Jodhpur is a place and its surrounding area was not get rain. So at that time they remembered about the step well. So they decided to collect money and they decided to clean the step well. They get more than 200 trucks of garbage from there. Then they use the step well for their needs. If the rain is coming in that places, at that time they forgotten about the step wells. Okay. Next, discuss. There are two old wells in the area where Punita lives. Her grandmother says that about 15-20 years ago, there was water in these wells. The wells could have dried up So all children, every time be careful to save water. Water is very precious. We cannot think there is no life without water. Water is an important factor for the survival of our human beings and also all living things. So in this chapter we discuss about the importance of water, how we can store water, how we can store rainwater, how we can save water, in which sources we use water throughout a year. If we does not get proper rain, we make wells, ponds, lakes, step wells. Then also we use underground water for our needs. So we are the grown up. So children, you are the grown-up children. So we every time be careful for saving the water. So all of you understood about every drop counts. So all of you read your textbook more and more times. Okay, thank you.